is Terry Hurd, and I'm here in Mobile, Alabama at the USS Alabama Battleship Memorial Park. Most people come here to see that giant battleship, but I am here to see tanks. And the reason I'm here to see tanks is I started studying tanks about a year ago. I'm fascinated with tanks. Unfortunately, these tanks are not sheltered from the weather. They're all in pretty poor repair, but that's because the volunteers that work here are not funded well, so they do the best they can. The tank I want to talk about is the M-26 Pershing. The M-26 Pershing was named after General Pershing, who was famous for fighting in the American Expeditionary Force in World War I. Now, one famous person that was with him was George Patton. And you may know George Patton from his fame in World War II. But George Patton, interestingly, was the first guy to put a machine gun on a Jeep, which forever changed warfare. Just a little side note there. I also want to say that I'm doing this because I'm 62, I'm a lady, I'm interested in tanks, and it is never too late to get excited or interested in anything. Now, the reason for the Pershing is this. America was primarily using the Sherman tank. The Sherman tank was inefficient against the Panthers and the Tigers. America needed to come up with a tank that had better armament, better firepower in order to try to fight the superior German tanks. So let me tell you a little bit about the M-26 Pershing. One of the big things is it had 102 millimeters of armor, the thickest glasses plate of any American tank up to that point. Also a 90 millimeter gun, better armament than the Sherman. There was plenty of firepower to fight the German tanks. The tank is 45 tons. That is really heavy, especially for the 500 horsepower Ford engine that was in it. It was extremely underpowered. There was a crew of 5, a commander, a driver, a loader, a gunner, and a radio man. The problem with the Pershing is it came too late. The Pershings were entered into the war in 1944, December 25th. My son is my cameraman. He's helping me out because I'm a novice. I can never be as good as the chaps at Bovington, but I want to talk about tanks because I'm so excited about them. Later, the tanks were used in the Korean and Cold War. So the Pershings, it would have been a fantastic tank if we had had it in the beginning of World War II. That's the end of my tank talk, as humble as it is, and I thank anybody who listens, and I welcome any comments to help me learn more. Bye-bye.